Microwave popcorn ass niggas.
Good afternoon, everybody, because yes, a lot of time has passed. You have probably seen this morning a clip from this morning training. Talking about this morning training, I believe it was a solid training. Effort-wise, I don't know why I was just feeling a bit spent, and I was just dragging myself along the exercise without putting the intention. So the effort was there, the commitment was not there, it was just ticking the box. So definitely something I need to figure out what is happening. Probably I'm just a bit tired. Also, I have to consider it's a terrible day outside, very misty, and I really feel the weather sometimes, and I cannot go over it, and that influences me a bit. But talking about the weather, at the moment there is a lot of confusion whether we can row or not this afternoon evening, and this is very frustrating because I would like to know whether I can row or whether I have to prepare myself for a long erg session, which I don't mind. The work has to be done, and we take the condition we need to. I take the condition it's given to me, but I just want to know that now they say coaches will do a check in half an hour. I don't know. I just hope this full situation will be sorted out soon, because now it's already since last Friday that I've been not out in the boat, and you start to feel that. And personally, when I'm too much out of the boat, if it would have been before the Christmas break, it would have been a problem. But now things are getting closer and closer. So missing, even if we're still far away from races and stuff, and now it's where everything should be not perfect but almost perfect, and this is not helping. But also these things will be figured out. You will see in the next clips whether in the end it was an erg training or a skiff training. Putting that on the side, this morning after the gym session, I also attended the presentation of my group for the parking probability assignment, and it went kind of good. And in general, tomorrow I have the second presentation for the urban greening. So in general, I'm having these two presentation moments, and the thing I'm noticing the most is I don't know if it is just me now in this particular stage of my life, or if it is just like the fact that I'm a sport person. Can I say sport person? Yes, probably I can. It's just like I really see differences in how people deal with problem. For example, in the greening project, my two other mates, they were really worried that we couldn't have made the presentation. And on the other side, I don't know why, I was like extremely chill, feeling that we will eventually make an not extremely good presentation, but a decent presentation where we showcase in a decent and good, let's say good way, what we have done during this quartile. And similar thing happened also with the probability parking group. Now everything is already over, so I can say I was kind of right. But the thing is just like how different people with different background, because I don't know the background of the other people, but at least I notice that I tend to just focus on how to solve a situation. Meanwhile, there are people that just focus on the problem in the situation. So, I just wanted to say that I don't really know where to go with this discussion. It's just like, I think it's just a natural diversity and also natural personalities. But yeah, just a nice realization moment with no actual scope. With that said, lunch has been eaten, so what I have to do now is actually finishing the slides for tomorrow presentation. And then it's gonna be a row or a hurg, and then tonight we will still discuss and wrap up the day. So eventually we can row. The problem is we just have available 1.5 kilometer, so then we will take advantage of that and we will do the session scheduled for Friday. So 10 by 1500 meter instead of the 4 by 20 minutes scheduled for today. 10 by 1500 meter, one at 20, one at rated 24, and for the first 3 or 4 I will not do the start, then I will do some max start of 10-15 strokes at the beginning. It is not important to be fast, but just to get in the movement of the start.
I'll be falling down, you'll be watching by my side, by my side. I just need a helping hand, I just need you in my life, in my life. Let's keep driving away, baby, please just call me back. You keep moving my mind, feeling so inside, yeah, inside. Falling into pieces, I'm so alone. Falling into pieces, I'm so alone. I'm so alone. I'm so falling into pieces, I'm so alone. Falling into pieces, I'm so alone. I'm so falling into pieces, I'm so alone. Falling into pieces, I'm so alone. Clouds keep driving by, baby.
Good afternoon again, everybody. I've been going through a bit of a particular situation. So basically what happened was that yesterday evening I forgot the camera at the club, so then I wasn't able to collect all my recordings from the day I finished the video of the day. This means that I'm gonna link the video from yesterday and today, and I'll put a video comprehensive of the two. But good training session yesterday. At the beginning I was feeling, as I say, always a bit crunchy. It was quite some time not going out in the boat. So last Friday we went out in the boat, so almost 1 week, but managed to get into the rhythm of the boat, and eventually it was quite okay. As you saw, I did the 10 by 1500 meters, and I also did some starts at the end, and they were impressively much better than what I was expecting. So good point, but definitely much improvable. Yesterday I've confirmed something that I've been learning lately. I've learned through cycling, but lately it has shown a lot of results, and it is the proper dressing for the temperature. So from outside it was looking as an incredible cold day, but then I rode like 3-4k and I was like sweating as a pig, as I usually say, and then I had just to get undressed, and the moment I got undressed the training quality stepped up by a long way. So this is a thing that I've learned once when I was cycling with the indoor trainer in my room, and I was like, nah, I don't need ventilation, and then in the end it turned out I needed. And then I started applying that to erg sessions, and you can get so much more out of your body when you are at the right temperature, and that also applies when you're out. If you're overly dressed, you're not used to that, or your body is not in its correct temperature, you just lower your performance capability, and that's something you don't want, because you want to try to be as close as possible to the 100% every training of your capability, every training. But that said, this morning we had another presentation. It went quite well. So the remaining of the work that needs to be done for uni this week is just handing in a report, and I was working on this morning, and this afternoon I will still do that because the due is tomorrow. But going to the training of this afternoon, today again we have just one session. There are some things coming into play. Originally the plan was the threshold session on the erg 10 by 4 minutes, but there is high chance that the water is gonna freeze again this weekend, so that we're gonna skip Saturday training. In place of the erg session, then today we will do a long row, aiming for 25-26k, so more than 2 hours on the water. The training, since I'm not sure we can go start out and row on the long stretch of water, we have just available 2.5 kilometers of water, and this means we're gonna do 2.5 kilometer laps, one at 18 and one at 22 times 10. So basically this is almost like a 8 by 3k, but it's just like a slightly shorter distances, and you add 2 more and the volume is almost unchanged. But what we try to make out of that, build on yesterday ability to make it smooth, horizontal drive, loose catch and clean finish, while also trying to building as much distance per stroke as possible. Now with that said, I'm gonna finish my lunch, go back to working on the report, and we're gonna see on the float. Good evening guys, I have no clue how you will see me. I can just say that I'm completely cooked from today's session. In the end, we were able to go a bit further than the 2.5K, and the session became the original 8 by 3K, one at 18 and one at 22. And the only thing I can say is I'm completely cooked. I think because I misjudged the time spent in the boat, and eventually was more than 2 hours, and I didn't take anything to eat with me. So then I just bonked a bit, especially after the session. Even if I've eaten a lot of carbs and stuff, I'm still feeling it. So I guess that for me this evening is just gonna be editing. Hopefully next time I will recall about this error and learn a lesson and bring with me some carbs also in my bottle. That's just fine. But as of me now, editing, sleeping, and we will see tomorrow.